Jack stood on the road, holding a rope. At the end of the rope was Daisy, the old family cow. She was the last thing he and his mother owned. No money, no food, just Daisy. Jack looked at the old man standing in front of him. The man opened his hand. Inside were 5 small beans.
These are not ordinary beans. These are magic beans. Plant them tonight, and they will grow into a beanstalk as tall as the sky. Climb that beanstalk, and your life will change forever. If you are brave enough.
Jack looked at the beans, then at the cow, then back at the old man. He thought about his mother waiting at home. He thought about their empty kitchen. He thought about a better house, warm food, maybe even adventure. Slowly, nervously, Jack held out his hand. The old man dropped the beans into it. 5 tiny beans, full of possibility. Or maybe the biggest mistake of Jack's life. Jack hurried home. His mother was waiting by the door. Jack! Jack! Did you sell the cow? Do we have money? Can we buy food? Jack opened his hand proudly. 5 beans laid in his palm. Look, they are beans. Magic beans. A man told me they will grow into a beanstalk as high as the clouds. His mother stared. Then her face collapsed. Magic beans. Jack, how could you? We needed that money. She grabbed the beans and threw them out the window into the dark garden. Then she sank to the floor and began to cry. You foolish boy! Oh, what are we going to do? That night, the house was quiet. Jack and his mother hardly spoke. Sleep came slowly. The next morning, Jack woke late. The room was strangely dark. Why was the sun not shining? Jack walked to the window. Then he froze. Outside the house stood an enormous shadow. Jack pushed the window open. He saw it. a giant beanstalk. It twisted and spiraled high up into the sky, higher than the trees, higher than the clouds. It almost touched the sun. Jack whispered to himself, the magic was real. He stepped outside and touched the thick green stalk. It was strong, like a ladder to the sky. Jack looked up into the clouds. Something waited above. Adventure, possibility, maybe even fortune. And so Jack began to climb. Up, up, up. Higher and higher into the clouds. At the top of the beanstalk, Jack found a great castle. Outside stood a huge woman. She was as tall as a tree. Jack walked up carefully. Excuse me, I'm very hungry. May I have some breakfast? The woman bent down and laughed softly. Look at you, oh my. My husband eats little people like you for breakfast. Then she smiled kindly. But you look hungry. Come inside. I will give you some food. But you must leave quickly before my husband comes. Jack entered the castle. Everything inside was enormous. The bread was huge. The fruit was bigger than his head. Jack ate the most delicious breakfast of his life. But suddenly, the house began to shake. Boom, 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 boom. Heavy footsteps. Then a terrible voice thundered through the wall. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. The giant's wife grabbed Jack. Quick, quick, hide. She lifted a large container and dropped Jack inside, just as the giant entered the room. The giant stomped into the kitchen. He sniffed the air. I smell someone. Where is he? Nonsense. Sit down and eat your breakfast. The giant grumbled and began to eat. Then he placed his favorite treasure on the table. A hen. But this hen was special. Lay, hen, lay. Plink. A golden egg fell onto the table. Then another and another. Jack watched through a crack in the container. His eyes were wide with amazement. Golden eggs. Enough gold to change everything. Soon the giant finished eating. His head dropped back in the chair and he started to sleep. And he began to snore. The wife quietly lifted Jack out. Run while you can. But Jack looked at the hen. Then he made his decision. He grabbed the hen and ran. Suddenly, the hen squawked out loud. The giant woke up. His eyes burned with fury. Thief! Jack raced to the beanstalk. He climbed down as fast as he could. Above him, the giant was climbing too. The whole beanstalk shook violently. Mother, bring the axe! Quickly! Jack reached the ground. His mother ran out with an axe. Together they chopped at the green stalk. Once, twice, and crack! The beanstalk split. The giant lost his grip, and he fell from the sky with a terrible crash into the valley below. Then everything became quiet. The giant was never seen again. Jack and his mother kept the golden hen. Every day it laid a shiny golden egg. Soon they had food, warm clothes, and a comfortable house. They were never, ever poor again. And sometimes Jack remembered that strange day on the road. 5 tiny beans, 1 brave decision, and a future hidden in the palm of his hand.